And I promise, whatever you think makes this verse sound bad, you are correct. And if you go and look up the context, it will support just that. Let's jump into it. Matthew 15, verse 25. Lord, help me, she said. And he answered, it is not fair to take the children's food and throw it to the dogs. Comparing a woman asking for help to a dog.
And then I read this comment where she even doubled down on it. Someone commented, did you even read the rest of Matthew 15 where he literally heals her son? And then you could pause and see exactly what she says for time's sake on how Jesus shouldn't get away with his behavior. But let me give you the context of one of the most misunderstood moments in the gospel. In Matthew 15, you could see down in the description, Jesus leaves Jewish territory and travels to Tyre and Sidon. Now that matters. That is pagan land, enemy land, it is unclean land. Jesus did not have to go there. And that's the point. A Canaanite woman who hates the Jewish people and vice versa runs up to him crying out, Lord, Son of David, have mercy on me. Now pause. She calls him Son of David. Well, she's not Jewish, yet she recognizes who he is. And what does Jesus do? Nothing. He ignores her. The disciples get annoyed and say, send her away. Then Jesus says, I will send only to the lost sheep of Israel. Now, he didn't do this to be cruel. He did this to test her and his disciples. Jesus is teaching his disciples something they desperately needed to learn, and he's drawing out desperate faith. The woman doesn't argue. She doesn't storm off. She actually kneels. And Jesus says something shocking. It's not right to take children's bread and throw it to the dogs. Yes, that is 100% an insult. She responds, even the dogs eat the crumbs that fall from the table. That's it. That's the moment. She's saying, I don't deserve anything, but I know who you are. And even a crumb from you is enough. And Jesus looks at her and says, woman, you have great faith. And right there, her daughter is healed instantly. Here's what most people miss. From where Jesus was, this trip was about 60 miles into Gentile territory. He walked that far for one woman to show his disciples that faith is not about proximity, background, or worthiness. He walked 60 miles for her, but get this, he carried a cross for you. Jesus went that far to reach her. He will go just as far to reach you. So if you ever feel ignored, overlooked, or unworthy, this passage is for you. You don't have to earn it. You don't have to clean yourself up. You just have to have the faith of this Canaanite woman. And that's what this passage is all about.